Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Pam, and for all of you that keep coming back weekly to follow me along my planting journey, thank you so much for coming back. So I have a real quick one, at least I hope it's quick, but I wanted to bring you guys along to repot my Monstera Deliciosa. This baby is the plant that's been in my sunroom, and it's growing nicely. As you can see here is a new leaf right here, as well as I believe another new leaf right here, you guys. And I'm not quite sure if this pot is root bound. The reason why I am up potting is because the roots of this monstera has really gotten monstrous. No pun intended, but these are the roots, as you can see. And I'm actually having, you see, I'm trying to hold it up, a root coming out of this pot as well. So I have it in this terracotta pot, and I want to put it in a plastic pot because I think it'll be a little bit better for me. So, you know, if you watch one of my very recent videos where I kind of like did a planting chore in regards to my variegated cast iron plant, I had it in this planter right here, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but luckily for me, this is the perfect size for me to upsize my monstera. So let's just get right into it. Let's see, I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna try to lay it down so I can loosen it up, and it's kind of a little tricky because of this stick that I have right here, or tree branch, so to speak. So I don't want to break anything. As you can see, I have it laying on my mesh container, so it'll be an easy cleanup for me. And I'm actually going to use an old kitchen knife to kind of like scrape the sides, because since it is a terracotta pot, it's not plastic, you can't squeeze it or anything like that. So I want to try to just scrape it along the sides here to loosen it up. So, and I hope I don't have a plant casualty or anything like that. Sorry about that, didn't realize I was not in frame, but not really about me, it's about this plant. And let's see, I'm going to try to, I just want to show you something too. Don't know, but all these roots that's just trying to come out. And I'm going to use the tree branch that I have in here as my support to kind of like pull it out. Now I could have very well easily cut the roots, but I really did not want to, you guys, because wow, I didn't want to, you guys, because I didn't want this growing season to be focused on redeveloping more roots. So I kind of do want to get this plant to actually grow, and it has been growing continuously during the dormancy time, during winter time in my sunroom. So I just pulled it out, you guys, and take a look at the roots. Wow. So I guess it was root bound somewhat. And I figured that maybe it could have been because I was watering this plant way more than I was traditionally used to. And like I said, these roots are just monstrous, to say the least. So I'm going to try to put it in the soil. Now, before I do that, let me show you guys what I already kind of like pre-mixed it. Let's see. Make sure this doesn't tip over because it is top heavy. Let me kind of just lay it down. Oh, I just hope I don't break a branch or stem. But right here, you guys, is my pre-mix. And what I did, I am trying something new. It is soil that I gotten from the dollar store. It was very, very compact, nothing but just garden soil. And I said, oh, let me just try it or just use it to mix it up. So what I have here is some of that. I have about a cup of cacti soil. Now I would probably, and I only had a cup because that's all I had, so I used what I had. But traditionally with this kind of soil right here, I would have wanted to add a little bit more. So since I did not have the cacti soil, what I did was I did increase the amount of my orchid bark, as you can see here, because I really wanted to be extremely, a lot of aeration into the soil because the pot is big. And I know I can be a heavy waterer. So, and I do have a lot of perlite in this mixture as well. So I have this planter right here, and I am going to use another one of my mesh pads. And let me show you, it's mesh pads by Lawn and Garden, and it's like a pack of 50. Let's see if y'all can see it. It's a pack of 50 that I actually got on Amazon. And I don't know if this is the brand or the company, if you can see that. Can't pronounce it. But it was very inexpensive. I want to say definitely it was around $5, maybe under, less than $5 at the time. But I bought this about a year ago or so. So the price could have went up slightly, but I don't see this being over 10 bucks at least. So very convenient for me. Like I said, it comes in a pack of 50. And it is 4 inches in diameter. They do come in smaller inches, I believe like 4 and 2. And maybe 6, I'm not sure, but this works well for me. Just going to put it in the bottom of my pot over the drainage hole so the soil won't fall out. I couldn't find my little, I guess my little shovel, so I'm improvising, I'm using a plastic cup. So I'm just going to put some at the bottom. I'm really excited about this growing season, especially with this plant, because it has been showing growth. I'm hoping that it will continuously do so, and I'm hoping also up-potting it will give it a fresh start. The only downside to this pot, which I'm seeing, is that it has the holes on the side, which is fine. Let's see. And when you do your repot, you want to try to make sure your plant is at the level that it should be. So I'm just going to take these roots and kind of like lay it down in the soil. Just want to see if it's okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put the roots down. I think this is pretty good. It's at eye level. You know what? I actually want to take a little bit of the soil out. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. So let me just take a little bit out. Let's see, a little bit. And now I can put the roots in here. The way this thing is growing, I don't know if I have to do a repot every year. I mean, if you want to maintain the size of your plant, because you know monsteras are known for growing vigorously, you could possibly just leave it here in the pot and it would be fine. So I'm trying to get the roots, these crazy roots to go in here. Okay, and it looks like it's a perfect fit. What you guys think? I think it looks perfect. I'm not going to mess with the root ball or anything like that because the roots are very strenuous. And then I'm just going to backfill. So a lot of backfill here because I think this is a gallon pot, you guys. I'm not sure. I think it is. I'm wondering if I should give it I may give it a drink. Let's see. But I really like, y'all see this? I really like this tree branch that I put in the middle of it. I think it gives it a statement piece for the plant, like an artwork in itself. Let's turn it around. And it's real good. holding up the plant very well. I think a little bit better than any moss pole would or a stake. So, I mean, I'm just using it for now. I was trying to create the habitat, natural habitats for Monstera, since they are known for climbing up on trees. So that's kind of like where I got that idea from. And don't worry, I did sanitize the tree branch before I actually used it. It was just something randomly laying around in my yard, and I said, why not go for it, right? Life is about a lot of challenges and changes, or not challenges. Well, life is full of challenges and a lot, but we want to take risks too. So that's what I like to do with my plants, just to take a little risk, just to see, okay, what works and what doesn't. But I think the leaves are kind of like curling a little bit, so I may have to give it a good drink. Let's see. And I just decided to put the soil in here, you guys, because I really didn't have a bigger container. And since I knew I was going to need a lot of soil, I needed something a little bit bigger than my traditional little size that I usually. Because it's not like I do a whole bunch of potting up my plants on a daily basis. So I don't have a big container of like soil lying around. I really don't have the space to, as far as storing it. Or I could store it, but it would be a little bit more inconvenient for me to lug it between floors and things of that nature. So I'd rather just do what works well for me. And so now I think it's almost, and of course, once we do up pot any plant, we do want to tap it and drop it down, because we want to make sure that there is no air pockets. So now, yeah. Let's see. Now, hopefully, it will focus on growth. This growing season, that is my goal. I'm really hoping that it will, and not so much on the roots. I figured since really this past year, it's been focusing a lot on the roots, that maybe this growing season it'll do a little bit more with the leaves. But it's still coming along very well, I think. Let's see. I'm just trying to hold it up to a certain angle. You know me, guys, like I said before, I can be a little OCD with certain things, and this is one of them. Okay, I think this is good. And then, of course, when you're finished, you want to just press down around the edges. Not too firm, but you just want to slightly press down. And voila. And so I'm going to give it a good drink. And I'm going to put a photo somewhere, you guys, so you can actually see where it is in my sunroom, in case you forgot. But I do have it in my sunroom. It's near the window, and it's loving life right about now. So yeah, so this pretty much wraps up this video, you guys. Thank you so much for coming along. And keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do, and you love listening to planting things, definitely subscribe to this channel. Push those thumbs up. I appreciate y'all's support. I love talking to you as well, so comment below and let me know what plants you have started up potting or repotting as we approach the growing season. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world, and until next time, guys, much love. Bye.